Alright guys, welcome to another barneycast. Today we have a user sent in this game. It's a low level game between BigLeagon, I think that's how he says his name, and our Terran player vsNgKobBeN. Yeah, these names suck. I'm gonna call the Terran player Ben, and I'm gonna call the Zerg player Legion. I think that's how you read it, Legion. Anyway, this map is Metalopolis. It is a Zerg versus Terran. They are spawning on cross positions, so we shouldn't see too many early game shenanigans. Whoa, too quick gas. Probably gonna cancel that. There's no way he's gonna... Yeah. Zergs never go for gas that early unless you're gonna try some, maybe a 12 pool cheese or something. But what the heck? Our friend Legion here is doing some weird stuff. His scouting overlord obviously doesn't see anything because Ben is in cross positions. Ben's gonna send out his scout. Barracks going down. No fast gas. Actually, if you guys have been watching live streams as much as I have, hatchery goes down. There's this player called Slayer's Dragon who is actually part of the Slayer's team, but he's not part of the main team. And on his live stream, a lot of times he does this no gas Terran opening, which I think is crazy. And I think it only works just because he has some very good marine micro, but you guys should check that out. It's definitely a very interesting play. Spawning pool goes down. No more drones being made right now. Legion should get on that. Here we go. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you guys ever want to watch live streams, just go to teamliquid.com, and on the right hand side there'll be some streams going up. Bunker going down. Overlord does see this. Drones should be pooled right now. Yes, about 6 drones being pooled. Should be able to handle this. There are no Marines incoming, so I don't know what the plan is for Ben. And Legion should be attacking this SCV. Yeah, SCV goes down. No Lings on the way. I don't think he needs any. He does scout out the build, so he should feel safe. And Ben did go for 1 racks into bunker. Normally, if you're gonna do this, you'll see 2 racks. So, I mean, since Legion didn't see 2 racks, he probably thought he was safe. Then again, this is lower league, so I don't really know the thought process. Overlord's gonna scout in here. Not the smartest thing, just because Terran Marines will kill that Overlord pretty quickly. If the Overlord gets even within this range right here, it should die. There we go. No pullback from Legion. Zerglings are on the way. He did make a lot of Zerglings, and I don't necessarily agree with making a Spinecrawler and so many Zerglings, but I guess it was his response. Gas has gone down. Factory has gone up. I'm betting Ben is going to go into tanks. Marine tank is pretty popular right now, especially against Zerg. Even though Zerg goes Ling, Infester, Muta, and Terran like normally go Marine tank, it's pretty weird how most players don't really change or deviate from the plan. And I think that's just because it depends on how well you play it. Because if you play Ling and Baneling and Muta really well, then you'll win. But if you have your siege tank spread out really well, or you're constantly producing Marines and you have good Marine micro, then you could win with Marine tank as well. So I actually like this style of playing, or as a viewer I like watching this, just because it comes down to the players, I think, more than the actual units. I don't know, that's just my take on it. And I've noticed that most like pros aren't changing from the plan. It's always Ling, Muta, Infester, and then Marine tank. And I've heard a lot of people on I've read a lot of people on forums saying it's kind of boring, but I honestly disagree because I think Zerg versus Terran is my favorite matchup to watch. Maybe it's because I grew up in the Boxer days watching Boxer shred it up, and that is a bad decision. You never want to send in all your Lings like that. Maybe just one to peek at the front. And it looks like Ben's going to tease these Lings in. You need control Legion, and he's going to lose all those Zerglings. Roach Warren has gone down. He's going to get his 3 other gas. Kind of a weird variation of the Spanishi Wall build, I guess. Command Center is going out. Now, unless he's planning on building a planetary, I think it's smarter to actually build your orbital inside your base. Because then when you're floating it outside, you're actually gathering more energy. But to each their own, I guess. Gonna siege tanks up. Probably gonna put down a bunker down here. Should cancel. Yeah, he did cancel that bunker. Needs to send this guy back to work. Lair on the way. Not mining from this gas. Scan did go down. Now, I don't think Legion knows about this. Yeah, he doesn't know about the Expo. He should have better Overlord spread. Unless Vikings are on the field, it's actually smarter for Zerg players to have their Overlords, maybe one at every base, just to keep watch. Just a little tip, I guess. 2 barracks, 1 factory. More buildings should be in place for Ben. This is not a lot to produce off of. Both players doing alright on their macro. No creep spread from Legion, which is kind of bad, I guess. Might be a little oversaturated. Well, in terms of saturation, I was reading this thread on Team Liquid that said after these 2 rows, your scaling of the effectiveness of your drones doesn't scale really well. So you don't want to over drone because then you're just wasting minerals and supply. Spire does go down. Spore Crawler does go down as well. I don't know why he put it out here. 3 Marines probably going to just try to get the Zelnaga Tower. Ling's going to scout out the expansion probably. A 3rd does go down for Legion, which is pretty risky considering he has no units. His food count is severely under Ben's, which is kind of scary. Especially since 16 Lings are on the way. He is getting melee +1. Needs to get the Zerg Roach movement. And look at this. That is pretty bad macroing right now. He is even supply blocked. He's going to build 4 Overlords at once, but that's pretty bad. All these Lings are going to die probably. No stim on these Marines. Kind of bad. At least he has combat shields, but he really should get stim. Stim is super effective against Zerg. Or actually, it's really useful in general. This expansion is probably going to be taken out. 22 more Lings on the way. Still, if for Zerg players, if you ever see this happening, maybe you should just think about throwing down a couple more macro hatches. Or just producing a ton of units or something. This should worry you if you notice this amount of minerals. 2,000 minerals and 2,000 gas pretty much. Small army down here for Ben. He should move in. Legion, I guess, is looking for the army. Still doesn't see it. Yeah, he still doesn't know that the army's down there. Still actually hasn't even seen the expansion. Income tab. Fairly even. 5 more drones for Legion. Food count is still about 20 in favor of Ben. 8 mutas on the way. Maybe if... Yeah, there are no there's no engineering bay. Oh, wait, there is an engineering bay, but there's no missile turrets up in these two expansions. We should be seeing, oh, 2 medevacs going in, probably going to drop the main. Oh, I think he's going to do a double attack. One to destroy, to go for this expansion, and one to maybe take out the tech structures in the main. Baneling nest finally going down. Ah, Legion. Not, what? I think he finally saw that army. Too late. Wow, I suck. But I think he probably did see this army, so maybe he's going to go for the main. Missile turrets are going down for Ben. I think Ben did do the shift click, just so that these medevacs would go around the long distance, so maybe they wouldn't be spotted. That's another reason you have to have Overlord spread, just because you don't want to get dropped on. These Marines should... Oh, Stim is not done yet. Or hasn't even been started. Gonna take out part of this army. I'm expecting these units to move back. Yeah, and now... Yeah, Ben's gonna go in with the second force. These mutas need to do something right now. I think the Baneling's nest will be killed, and maybe the lair... No, Lings are going. A lot of Banelings. But this hatchery will go down for sure. Legion pulling his drones. 4 Overlords probably going to die. Third does go up for Ben. And he did take out Legion's third. He should probably pull back. Or he actually might even be able to win right now. Except he only has 1 tank. And tanks are really necessary to kill all these Banelings. Baneling speed has not finished. Baneling's nest still is up. So maybe the drop in the main wasn't as effective as it should have been, but he did kill the third. Mutas coming back into play. A double attack by Legion, probably gonna clean this up. Oh, should kill the medevac. Yeah, it is cleaned up by Ben. Pretty nice. Oh, I mean by Legion. But Ben is pretty far ahead right now. Now, before you even do anything, like start making SCVs, you really want to do an orbital or a planetary. Just because the sooner you have your orbital, the more time there is to make mules, the more energy you have. And he really should be using this energy right here. Just because Legion hasn't been showing any type of burrow ability. He hasn't been doing any real harass. Yeah, you see this shift click? When you shift click like this, it means that your units will go to one position and then to another position, and then they'll keep on going. I think there's a limit to how many times you can shift click, but this is really good if you want to do something like set up this drop and then not pay attention again. Mutas are going into the main. Should be able to pick off a couple SCVs. Probably even take out this turret. Trying to prepare by Ben. I don't think it'll hold. Yeah, it doesn't hold. A lot of SCVs are going to go down. But, oh, double expand by Legion. Pretty smart idea. Especially considering he has 4,000 minerals banked and 2,000 gas. And he's still only at a 95 supply. Ben should be... I guess he's concentrating in the main. Really, still no stim. Oh wait, he does have stim. Maybe just finished. Should be using those Marines. Gonna take out the Baneling's nest. Smart choice to take out. Banelings are Marines' worst enemy. If you'll notice, the reason Legion isn't... Well, he has a lot of minerals and gas. You would tell that he's kind of behind because he hasn't been keeping up with his injects. He does have a macro hatch, which is pretty good, but he's oversaturated in his bases, or in that base. He's undersaturated in this base, and he just hasn't been keeping up with his macro. He's at 62 units right now, or 62 food, and he has 5,000 minerals and 2,000 gas. You never want to be in that position. Ben should really change this and put these workers back on. If you guys have, or if you guys don't know if you have any workers not doing anything, just look in the bottom left hand corner. There'll be a picture of an SCV or drone or a probe, and you just click it and it'll go to whichever SCV or worker isn't doing anything. Or I believe F1 also does this. Now, the only thing this doesn't catch is if your units or if your SCVs are following like another SCV, which I have done on occasion, and it sucks because you don't really notice it because it's not in the corner. This push is pretty bad for Legion. He has no units. Ben is up by like 70 supply. Not injecting. Mutas aren't doing anything. I think this will be the killing hit. Just a couple of... not good. Look at this. This queen has almost full energy, which is really bad. Basically, Ben could just stim and then just take out this whole base. I mean, it's nice that Legion has so many bases, but he isn't making any attacking units with them. He has 55 harvesters and about 40 supply of attacking units. Not too good. Nice little elevator move by Ben. Should be able to clean this up. And I think that's probably GG. I mean, unless Legion has saved up larva. Yeah, GG. If you guys lose, you don't want to lose with 5,500 minerals and 2,700 gas. That's not the way you want to lose. You just want to... I don't know. I think you guys understand. All right, this was a watcher sent in this game. So if you guys have games you guys want me to cast, please send them in. I'm always willing to cast anything that you guys send in. As long as I don't like casting cheesy games, but I understand like their place in the game. And also no games like over like 45 minutes, because that kind of I don't know if I'm ready to do anything like that. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Barney signing off.